All right, so this next one, what your Monster Hunter weapon says about you. I am the biggest fan of the Switch Axe. I like things complicated, but I like to also be powerful. I am very confused on what type of weapon I would like to use. Um, because I do like the greatsword. I do like I like the greatsword because of the power that it gets. And then I like something like the dual blades because it's very quick. Um, and I feel like a switch axe is like a happy medium. But with that being said, let's go into this video.
What your Monster Hunter weapon says about you. Greatsword, the most iconic weapon of the series that hardly anyone uses, since it's one of the hardest weapons to actually use. You're a master of the game, capable.
Yeah. In order to use a great axe, a great sword, you have to understand how the monster moves, because it's such a slow build up. But if you know that, hey, the monster's tired over here, I know I can charge this up to the third slot and slap it. If not, you're just going to be swinging and just missing everything, and the monster's just going to be destroying you. So you have to understand how the monster moves with the greatsword.
Predicting monsters' movements 3 steps in advance.
Yep.
Or people are going to think you're from Chicago, the Windy City. I said Chicago, the Windy City. Okay, fine, next weapon.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
You're the weeaboo wonder who's wildly whipping it out. Your cosplaying is one of those.
I mean, it's just known as a weeb weapon, right? Everyone talks about it. It's the meme weapon of the game. But honestly, it's very technical, right? It's very technical, and it's very beautiful when someone understands how to use the longsword. Someone like Peppo, if you don't know who that is, look him up. He is a long sword genius and master. It's very phenomenal to watch him play.
Blind swordmasters, since you don't see the difference between the monster's tail, where you should be cutting, and the monster's head, where you always seem to be going for. You have 2 types of moves.
Yeah.
Moves that might hit one thing, and moves that always hit everything, including your teammates. So of course you're going to spam those types of moves to the detriment of your teammates. And you wonder why you're never invited to the cookout. Sword and shield.
Hold on, let me see who's at the cookout. Okay. Dual blades. Okay, you got that. You got the gun lance, the lance. Why are these 2 even at the cookout here? I love how they put the hunting horn here as the one who's providing the food for them and doing the cooking and doing all the legwork, because that is what a hunting horn does. That is what a hunting horn does. Why are the dual blades in the the short sword and shield kids? Then the great sword is the dad. Oh my goodness.
Cookout. Sword and shield. You're either a first-time player and you don't realize that you start the game with one of every weapon in your box already.
Yep.
Or you're a long-time player who's gone full circle, tried out every weapon, and realized that the default weapon is one of the best weapons.
It is.
Also, you will never sheath your weapon even when it makes more sense to dash. Dual blades. You are incredibly smart, incredibly handsome, and you have excellent taste, because why use one sword when you can use 2 swords, idiots?
Very factual. Very, very, very factual.
You also need to take a break every 5 minutes to drink your weapon's life support to make it viable at all, known as Mega Dash Juice. Let it rip! Hammer. You like being stepped on by the monster. You
My goodness.
welcome the challenge. You always eat for Feline Provoker, and you would never make the same mistake that Thor made.
You should have gone for that.
Hunting horn. Before rise. You're the cheerleader. You're the backup dancer. You have to constantly pull up the pause menu to look up your songs, only to immediately pause it again because you forgot which note corresponds.
I've never been able to master the hunting horn, but I think it's a great weapon. There's a gentleman by the name of Amadeus who is a absolute maestro. Phenomenal with it, and he's really good to see. It's really nice to watch.
Button. You feel like you did 90% of your contribution at the start of the quest, and when your teammates see you off in the corner doing nothing, they'll think, oh, they must be using more songs, when really you're pausing the game to read your sheet music. You also find it hilarious that one of the biggest weapons is also somehow one of the fastest. After Rise,
it is pretty quick.
You saw breakdancing in the trailer, now you play like you're auditioning for a DaBaby video. Lance,
wow.
You prefer the simpler things in life. You're here to fight monsters.
The lance and the gun lance are the most boring weapons in the game.
Not learn crazy combos. Memorizing overcomplicated pages of tutorials is a waste of time. With the lance, your combos
you're
are
just poking. Yeah.
poke, 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 and run, 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 poke. Gun lance,
Ungodly
you do
boring.
not exist. Nobody uses gun
no
lance.
one cares about it,
I'm
man.
sure there are a few people who use gun lance. Switch X.
Rurikon,
You either
that's it.
just started and don't realize there's a sword mode, or you watched the Monster Hunter Championships and saw the winning teams are all using the SWAX. Charge Blade. You
That's very funny.
enjoy reading PDFs. Charge Blade guide. Let's see here.
Very
While in sword mode,
complicated
attacking
weapon.
with charged files, bank these charges to fill the files.
It is ungodly complicated, but I enjoy people who use it. There's this guy, I don't know his name, but his icon is like Frieza. It's incredible.
The most frequent use of the super insect glaive. The floor is lava.
Insect glaive
and
is fun.
You are French. Je suis monte. Light bow gun. You cannot count and will try shooting when you need to reload on every single round. You like the rapid fire shots so you can miss 3 times instead of 1. Heavy bow gun. You are incredibly stubborn and have a short memory because you will always go into crouching fire right next to the monster and then act absolutely
Literally all the time. Literally all the time. And then you're getting slapped left and right.
shocked when the monster hits you. Bow. You like using sleep arrows and putting the monster to sleep just for your teammates to immediately wake it up before you're able to place your bombs because they're playing with.
That is the most annoying thing ever. And I've done this so many times because I'm a big fan of the bow as well. My favorite weapons are the switch axe and the bow. And yeah, this happens all the time. You try and use your other elements, right, to enhance the experience of the people around you. You try and paralyze the monster so everyone can do more damage. You try and put the monster to sleep so you can throw bombs out and everyone can blow the monster up. But it never happens that way with sleeping, ever.
With the music muted, or you're always asking people to do a Teostra hunt with you so you can get the 8% drop and need to upgrade the only other good bow in the game. Thank you for watching. These are all just jokes. I like every weapon. Subscribe for more monsters.
Absolutely a good video. And very, very, very true. Thank you for the video. I appreciate it.